Chapter number 29. Okay, posology and homeopathic posology. Okay, so now what is the meaning of posology? Okay, in general words it is called as a doses. Okay, doses. Just I will give one example. Okay, like you have one patient, you will take a proper case. Okay, you have done your hard work to take a case. Okay, after that you have prescribed the right medicine. Okay, and after prescription of right medicine, if dose of that particular medicine is not correct, okay, what will happen? Okay, so dose of medicine is as much as important as your right medicine. Okay, if your medicine is right, okay, your that dose should also be right. Okay, if dose is not right, if medicine is correct, okay, it may happen that it will not cure that particular patient. Okay, so this dose system is in every system of medicine. Okay, uh, it has some guidelines. Okay, some guidelines, some system. Okay, some, but actual things come after a experience. Okay, when you are practicing for long time, or you are observing some practitioner for long time, you are working with some practitioner with for long time. Okay, so then you can understand many things. General guidelines are there. Okay, and these doses are always a debate. Okay, always a matter of debate. Okay, I can tell. Okay, just I will give some examples here. Okay, this COVID-19 vaccinations. Okay, COVID-19 vaccination, first dose and second dose. Okay, like first dose, first time it was like just take 8 days. Okay, then second dose you have to take it after like some days more, like uh, it was 4 week, then it came to 6 to 8 week. Okay, then after that it came to 8 to 12 weeks. Okay, so like this is the timings. Okay, timings changes. Somebody is just making something in his screen. What? Okay, they don't do this. Okay, so this. Okay, so timing. Okay, so this timing is also like a type of dose also. Okay, suppose you have a patient, for how many days you will give medicine, how much dose of medicine. Okay, all these things come under the posology, doctrine of dose, quantity of drug, repetition of drug, and how many days you will give. Okay, suppose you have any medicine Nux vomica. Okay, so you are giving how many times a day? Okay, 3 times, 4 times a day. Then for how many days? 5 days, 7 days. Okay, so all these things come under the posology. Okay, and this only comes after a clinical experience, long clinical experience. Okay, otherwise books can only give you a guidelines. Okay, this is the guideline and just you have to follow. Okay, so okay, and guidelines are not like that it is just a perfect way. Okay, because things depends upon the results. Okay, results or the susceptibility of the patient, or it may also depends upon the how your patient is reacting. Okay, upon that many things. Okay, so about detail also you will study in your organon of medicine. Okay, so basic you understood na, this posology. Okay, doctrine of doses. Okay, and this dose is very much important. Okay, very much important key, how to give a dose to a patient. Okay, so we will start. Okay, theoretical part we will start of this chapter. Etymology. Okay, the term posology originated from the Greek, uh, and poesis means how much, and logos means study. Okay, so means just posology is the how much doses you are giving. Okay, how much you are giving. Okay, that is the doses. Okay, how much you are giving, how much you are repeating. Okay, for how many days you are giving. Okay, all these things concerned with the doses. Okay, then definition of posology. Posology means the doctrine of doses. This term should come. Okay, when you are writing a definition, doctrine of doses. Okay, posology means the doctrine of doses of the medicines. The terminology of doses is derived from the Greek words doesis, which means a giving the quantity of a drug or other therapeutic agent to be taken or applied all at a time in a fractional amount. Okay, means suppose any dose is there. Okay, just I will give you example of like any allopathic medicine. Okay, like suppose dose is, I normally you took at the time of COVID vaccination, you took paracetamol. Okay, I told you earlier also. Okay, fatal dose of paracetamol is 4 gram okay, at a 1 day or within 24 hour 4 gram, okay. So normally suppose you are taking 500 milligram, okay, the three times you are taking, okay, this is the divided dose, okay, divided doses are divided, okay, 1.5 gram is there, that is divided into three doses, okay, 500, 500, 500, okay. Sometimes you see, okay, like when you are taking medicine, you have to take morning, afternoon, evening, you have to take the medicine, okay, in divided doses, okay. It is normally in 24 hours, okay, within 24 hours medicine should not be more than this much amount, okay. And that is again divided into timings, okay, it may be four times a day, it may be three times a day, it may be two times a day, it may be one time a day, okay. Sometimes some medicines are only OD, one time within 24 hours, some medicines are two time within 24 hours, some medicines are three times within 24 hours, some medicines are like four times within 24 hours, okay. So like that, the posology means the doctrine of doses of the medicines. The terminology of the doses is derived from the Greek words dosis, which means uh, a giving, the quantity of the drug or other therapeutic agents to be taken or applied all at a time or in a fractional amount within a stated period. Refer Stemmen's medical dictionary. Okay, so just this is definition and you have to remember. Okay, this is given in that particular dictionary. Okay, so definition is important. This is called as a doctrine of doses. Okay, doctrine of doses, that is called as a posology. Now definition of homeopathic. Okay, till now we have studied is general or common for every system. Okay, posology, doctrine of doses, maybe allopathy, maybe Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Sovarigba, anything. Okay, then for homeopathic posology, okay, a homeopathic doses means the particular preparation of medicine use, the quantity and the form of the preparation as well as the number of the administration of the medicine. In short, homeopathic doses includes potency, quantity, forms, number of administration of the medicines. The study of the doctrine of these doses is known as posology. Okay, the definition is same as per the general, but here just you have to put the word homeopathic. Okay, means doctrine of doses of the homeopathic medicine is called as a homeopathic posology. Okay, so till here any doubt you have? Anybody has any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, next we will see. Okay, this is very simple. Okay, doctrine of doses, just you have to understand. Okay, means posology means doctrine. This term should come when you are writing a definition, doctrine of doses. Okay, then definition difference between homeopathic and allopathic concept of doses. Okay, homeopathic concept already I told ki that is the dynamic doses, and allopathic is like a material doses. Okay, we just take it in a quantity. Okay, like milligram, gram, okay, microgram, like that. Okay, but homeopathic medicine just we dilute with the vehicles and we just give it in form of a dilutions. Okay, that is the dynamic doses. Allopathic concept of dose. Okay, what is the concept, allopathic concept of dose? In allopathy, doses means so many drops by measure, or so many grains by weight enough to produce the direct positive or physiological effect and not enough to endure the patient. Allopathic refers to the word doses to the material quantity of the medicine used. Okay, means allopathic medicines are always works as the physiological level. Okay, not it is in dynamic level. Okay, just whatever we take. Okay, any material dose we are taking, like that also it acts. Okay, and these doses are in material forms. Okay, material forms. Okay, that is the difference. Okay, example, in constipation recommended dose is 1 to 3 grain. Okay, it is for homeopathy. Okay, homeopathic concept of doses, it contains speech. A homeopathic doses of anything means an infinitesimal doses. In the first place, the dose related to the particular preparation of the medicine used. Example, in constipation, opium mother tincture, or the 6 to 12 or 30th potency. Okay, means opium mother tincture may be used, or 6 to 12 or 30 potency may be used. Okay, So these potencies are there, different potencies or mother tinctures are there. Normally you can tell these mother tinctures are like a mother material doses. Okay, in low doses I told also ki these in low potencies or mother tincture they works on a physiological level, not in a dynamic level. Okay, the second place, the doses related to the quantity of that particular and the forms of the preparations. Example, opium 30 was given, it may have been given as one drop liquid under the tongue, one or two globules. One drop liquid is dispensed with the purified water or sugar of milk. Okay, so this is the process of dispensing. Okay, you can give in a sugar of milk opium 30, you can give in some water also, okay, by dilution. Okay, you can give in sugar of milk or like globules also. So already we have discussed about this. Okay, this is the just a way of dispensing medicine to the patient. Okay, next part, third part we will see. In third place, the doses related to the number of administration of the medicine or repetition. Okay, that is important, repetition. How many times you will give, how you will know. Okay, how many times you will give your, okay, how it is decided ki that paracetamol should be taken 3 times or 6 hourly for 24 hour. Okay, means maximum dose you can take is the 2 gram. Okay, for 500 500 500 500. Okay, maximum dose you can take is the 6 hourly. Normally it is taken 8 hourly. Okay, but in extreme fever cases or extreme problem cases sometimes it is taken in 6 hourly. Okay, so like that. Okay, so how it is decided? Okay, all these things go through the clinical trials and clinical research, and after that it is uh, try seen. Okay, but many times I told you earlier also in COVID-19 cases, but first it was decided after 28 days. Then again many research went in the different countries and they have decided ki it should be 6 to 8 weeks, means more than 1 month. Okay, then again research went and they have decided ki it should be nearby 8 to 12 month. Okay, so like different research or different outcome may just decide the doses, and that may change. Okay, medical science is a dynamic process. Okay, so with the results, evaluation and the discussion, things may change. Okay, so it is always not right ki like if anything dose you are taking, okay, that may be dose may change after sometimes or like after 5 year 10 year. Okay, it depends upon the activity or the action of that particular medicine on human body or like particular cells or tissues. Okay, so in third places, the doses related to the number of administration of the medicine, repetition. Example, opium 30. It may be single dose or may be repeated every 4 hourly or every week. Okay, means in 1 week you are giving just one medicine. Okay, this is the weekly. Okay, weekly you are giving the medicine. Okay, according to the condition of the patient. Okay, how is the condition of the patient? Okay, suppose any patient has a severe fever, okay, very high grade fever. Okay, so you are giving your arsenic album or you are giving nux vomica or stocks, any medicine as per the case. Okay, every 2 hourly also you can give. Okay, so it depends upon the case. Okay, that's why I told, okay, many things totally depends upon your clinical experience. Okay, how is your clinical experience, that is very much important. Okay, then selection of the potency. Okay, it is not like that ki just you will read all the books. Okay, sometimes reading of the stalwarts book is also very much important. Okay, you are reading a book of Dr. Kent, Dr. Hanneman, Dr. Borik. Okay, so that is their clinical experience. Okay, also from there also you can learn many things. Okay, then selection of the potency. Okay, how will you select the potency? Introduction. Okay, just these are the guidelines I told you earlier. Okay, these are not the hard and fast rules. Okay, these are just guidelines to tackle you or to take you to a particular direction. Okay, so selection of the potency, introduction. Selection of the proper potency is another great difficult task. Okay, very great difficult task. How will you select the potency? Okay, after proper selection of medicine for a homeopathic physician. Okay, I told you earlier also. The selection of proper potency is another great difficult or task after proper selection of the medicine from a homeopathic physician. Okay, you have you have selected a proper right medicine, but again which dose I will give, that is again a confusion. Okay, that also again depends upon your clinical experience, your knowledge. Okay, that is also very much important. Then it has been shown experimentally that in spite of the correct selected medicine on the basis of totality of the symptom, totality of symptoms means all the symptoms you have collected, okay, in a particular patient, okay, it will not act uh, curatively unless it is given in a proper potency or proper dose. Okay, you have well selected medicine. Suppose again I will give a example of allopathy. Okay, you like paracetamol, normally adult dose is 500 milligram, okay, at one time, one small uh, tablet what you got from that when you got COVID-19 vaccine, okay, so that is of 500 milligram. Okay, suppose this medicine is recommended three times in 24 hour. Okay, and just you are taking half tablet, okay, three times half tablet. Okay, so it may not work, okay, because you are not taking a proper dose of medicine. Okay, means 250 gram you are taking, okay, three times 250 250 250. Okay, if it is just a mild fever or mild problem is there, it may act. Okay, but in cases of severe problem or like your weight is more, okay, your body mass index is more, okay, if that things are more, then it may not act. Okay, it will not cover the your body weight or like everything. Okay, so these all these things are very important. Okay, so the medicine may fail to produce any favorable effect in the lower potencies in a case, but may show unexpected good results in higher potencies. Okay, sometimes same medicine you are giving in low potency and it will not work properly in your patient. Okay, but same medicine you are giving in a high dose or like in recommended dose or okay in medium dose, that may work in a proper way in your particular patient. Okay, it does not indicate that lower potencies do not act at all. In such cases, they do act, but their favorable effect are not perceived properly. Okay, actually, everything depends upon the severity of case, type of disease. Many things are there. We will study that thing. Okay, so okay, so it is not like this. Where recommended you can give low dose, where recommended you can give medium dose, where recommended you can give high dose. Okay. Okay, so now we will reach to discussion part. Okay, discussion. There are different opinion in the regards to which potencies or should prescribed. Though there is a consensus over the broad division of the potency, namely, okay, means there is many points are there, many visions are there, many thinkings are there regarding how will you tell ki which is low potency, high potency, medium potency. Okay, but just after that purification or after just analysis of that particular things, okay, just they have given a demarcation line ki what will be called as a low potency, what will be called as a medium potency, and what will be called as a high potency. Okay, the low potency is below 30. Okay, 30 means here 30C. Okay, nothing is written means 30C. Okay, the low potencies means which is below 30C. Okay, then medium potency is below 30 to 1 m. Okay, between 30 to 1 m is called as a medium potencies. Then higher potencies are more than 1 m. Okay, so just remember this. Okay, low potency 30. Okay, 30C. Medium potency, okay, 30C to 1 m. Okay, then high potency more than 1 m. Okay, m you know 1000, it stands for 1000. Okay, so please remember this. Okay, normally it is asked which is low potency, medium potency, or high potencies. Okay, so Voisin has clearly stated that okay, low potencies are organotropic, medium potencies influence functions, and higher potencies. Uh, okay, Vaison, Voision. Okay, Vaison is one person. Okay, or like as one homeopath. Okay, has clearly stated that the low potencies are organotrophic, means they just directly work on the organ. Okay, medium potencies influences functions. Okay, medium potency just they work on the function of the body. Okay, and high potencies are okay normally works on the psycho means psyche means mental status, okay, mental condition, okay, any type of mental problems are there, okay, or mental diseases are there. So normally high doses are recommended. About this you will study in organ of medicine also, one-sided disease, aphorism number 210 to aphorism number 230, okay, you will study I think 2 to 30 in third year, okay. So like that the time you will know, okay. So organoid means low potencies are directly works on your organ level physiological doses, medium potency function, okay, function of the bodies, and high doses they works on the mental symptoms or mental issues, okay, mind problems, okay. So there is no hard and fast rule for the selection of potency, okay. I told you earlier also there is no any hard and fast rule for the uh, selection of the potencies, okay. How will you select? No rule is there, okay. It totally depends upon the your knowledge, your wisdom, your common sense, okay. Then okay, but just one guideline, particular guidelines you have to follow, okay. And this is just a one simple uh, 5 to 10 pages chapter. Otherwise selection of potency is also a wide thinking, okay, wide thing, okay. How to select monosode, how to select sarcodes, how to give me drug from mineral kingdom, how to give drug from plant kingdom, okay, many things are there, okay. But in this chapter only guidelines are there, okay. Then we will go to next part, okay. There is no hard and fast rule for the selection of potency. Susceptibility is the only guide for the selection of potency, okay. Susceptibility of the patient, how particular patient is reacting, okay. I told you ki this is the reaction, okay. Susceptibility is the reaction or immunity of the particular patient or particular person to the drug or the environment or to the medicine, okay. About clarification of susceptibility you will study in the organ of medicine, okay. So the to access the susceptibility of a patient, the physician must be qualified through the knowledge of allied subject. Now what is meaning of allied subject? Okay, Rajneesh, any idea what is allied subject? Ruchika, anybody has any idea about what is the meaning of allied subject?
No, sir.
Okay, allied subject is means like purely homeopathic subject. Okay, just I will explain little. Okay, normally we have 12 subjects in UG level, okay. Like in first year you are studying anatomy, physiology, homeopathic pharmacy, organ of medicine, and homeopathic materia medica. In second year you will study uh, with organ of medicine and homeopathic materia medica you will study forensic medicine and toxicology and pathology, microbiology and parasitology, okay. In third year with inclusion of homeopathic materia medica and organ of medicine you will study obstetrics and gynecology and surgery, okay. Surgery may include like there is dentist is there, okay, then ear nose throat is there, okay, general surgery is there, okay, systemic surgery is there, many things are there, okay. Then in fourth year you will study about the practice of medicine, okay. Then community medicine, okay, or that is preventive and social medicine, okay, means how to prevent yourself so that you will not get the disease, okay. So all these things, then you will study case taking and repertory, homeopathic materia medica and organ of medicine, okay. So if you will just read, okay, in first year 5 subject, second year 4 subject, third year 4 subject, okay, then again fourth year you have again 5 subject, okay. So 5 5 10 4 4 8, okay, 18 subject. But it is not 18 subject because some subjects are repeated in each year, okay, like first year, second year, third year, fourth year. So you have 12 subject, okay, 12 subjects, okay. So out of 12 subject, homeopathic pharmacy, organ of medicine, homeopathic materia medica, and case taking and repertory, this is totally homeopathic subject, okay. These subjects who are doing homeopathic courses except that nobody are studying, okay. Now allied subject, okay, like anatomy, physiology, forensic medicine and toxicology, pathology, microbiology and parasitology, gynecology and obstetrics, surgery including ear, nose, throat, ENT, okay. Then community medicine, practice of medicine, okay. There may be psychiatry, there may be pediatrics, okay. All these things are studied by most of the student of other system of medicine, okay. In Ayurveda also they study all these four, these 8 subject. In allopathy also they study, MBBS who are doing, they study these 8 subjects, okay. Anybody who is doing like any other BSc nursing, okay, or like anybody who are doing B pharma, okay, or anybody who is doing physiotherapy, they are also studying this subject, okay. So these 8 subjects are called as a allied subject, okay. So allied subject, okay. So anatomy, physiology, okay, except a homeopathic subject, what subjects you are studying in your first year to fourth year, okay, these subjects are called as a allied subject, okay. So these allied subjects are, in first year you are studying anatomy and physiology, okay. So what here um, uh, writer has told about the allied subject, there is no hard and fast rule for the selection of the potency. Susceptibility is the only guide for the selection of potency. To assess the susceptibility of patient, the physician must have a qualified thorough the knowledge of allied subjects, okay. Allied subjects means all these things. You should have a proper knowledge of anatomy, proper knowledge of physiology, you have proper knowledge of pathology, you have proper knowledge of forensic, you have proper knowledge of obstetrics and gynecology, you have proper knowledge of surgery, you have proper knowledge of practice of medicine, you have proper knowledge of community medicine. Including this, you have proper knowledge of homeopathic materia medica, you have proper knowledge of homeopathic pharmacy, you have proper knowledge of case taking and repertory, and you have proper knowledge of organon of medicine and homeopathic philosophy, okay. So that is the called as a subject, okay. Means if you want to assess your patient, you have all the subjects, you have proper knowledge including all these allied subjects, okay. And must possesses unbiased. Unbiased means you are not just following anybody, okay. You are not biased, okay. You are not just a observer, or like you are not thinking by your own, okay. Experienced means anything you are doing, that should not be like a follower. You should use your common sense, okay. The freedom from prejudice, okay. You should just not do like what anybody has done, same thing you will do, okay. So attention in the observation as well as clear concerning of the fundamental principle of homeopathy, and fundamental principle of homeopathy is organon of medicine, okay. The fundamental principles of homeopathy, well qualified in the, yeah, unbiased experience with these fundamental principles of homeopathy, okay. Then, and second prescriptions, okay. Second prescription is different thing, okay, that you will learn on the organon of medicine in second year, okay. So just don't panic. Second prescription, many times come this question, okay, what is second prescription, okay. There is no such parameters in judge the susceptibility of a patient. The axiom which is used for the purpose is more the susceptibility, higher the potencies, okay. Just susceptibility is just like a reaction, okay. Opposite to immunity, reaction of a patient, how particular patient is reacting to particular thing, okay. That is the susceptibility, okay. There is no hard and fast particular definition, but this, it is just nearby allopathic word immunity, okay. Higher the potency, okay. When your susceptibility of patient or reaction of the patient to particular medicine is more, you can give a higher potencies, okay. So just underline this word, more the susceptibility, higher the potencies, okay. This will work when just you will study organon, okay. It will only work here in posology chapter. The higher the susceptibility, you can give the higher the doses, okay. Sometimes examiner they ask, okay, when you can give higher potencies, you can tell if susceptibility of patient is more, okay. Again you will be stuck there, examiner will ask you what is susceptibility, okay. So just request your, if it is in your first year syllabus, request your organon teacher to teach you susceptibility, okay. Less the susceptibility, lower the potencies, okay. So just underline this, more the susceptibility, higher the potencies, less the susceptibility, lower the potency. If it will not be useful in first year level, definitely it will work on second year and third year in organon of medicine, okay. But the modern life which it complexities, okay, sophistications and over drugging very often comes in front of the physician as in obstacles to the determining the susceptibility of patient. Okay, means already sometimes nowadays, okay, many patients comes to homeopath, okay, after long treatment from other system of medicine. For 1 to 2 months they will take allopathic medicine, 1 to 2 months they will take ayurvedic medicine. After that they will, somebody will tell now just try homeopathy, go, okay, so then they will try homeopathy, okay, so like that. So many type of complex problems are there in human body, okay, that is called as a drugged diseases. Okay, the disease that is just complicated because of the different drugging system or different medication system. Okay, so like that. Okay, so they, at this time it is very difficult to know the particular patient susceptibility, actually how the patient, constitution of patient, okay, temperament of patient, these things are knowing is very difficult. Okay, so you have to go, just ask your patient for 2 to 3 sittings. Okay, means you have to take, to call your patient 2 to 3 times every 7 day or every 15 days, then you can understand properly the medicines what you have to give to your patient. Okay, and if it is a chronic disease, okay, your patient will not die. Okay, so you can take a time, it is not an emergency case. Okay, you can take a time and properly you select the remedies and you can just give your remedies to your patient, so that that will be proper cure to your patient. Okay, various factors contribute to assume the susceptibility of the patient. They are like age of the patient, which susceptibility are age of the patient, which sex of the patient, habit of the patient, environment of the patient, constitution of the patient, temperament of the patient, or nature and depth of the disease, structural changes, okay, changes, then various suppressions. Okay, suppressions means mental suppression, physical suppressions. Okay, okay, because of social stigma, many things are there. Vitality is there, mental and physical reactions to the environment stimuli, it's okay, many things are there. Okay, so just remember these terminologies. Age of, okay, what is applicable for susceptibility, okay, same things are also applicable for the doses, doctrine of doses, what type of dose you will give. Okay, that also depend on same thing. Okay, because high susceptibility, high potency, low susceptibility, low potency, already the this crux you have understood. Okay, so now susceptibility depends upon these various factor, then dose of the medicine also depends upon these particular factors. Okay, that is the age of the patient, sex of the patient, okay, then habitat of the habit of the patient, environment of the patient, constitution of the patient, temperament of the patient, okay, nature and depth of the disease, which type of disease, structural changes, mental problems, okay, environmental stimuli, many things are there. Okay, so about this we will see next time. Okay, each topic, each or each part is explained, okay, properly, age of the patient, all these things. Okay, so till here any doubt you have, anything you have not understood? Hmm, any doubt, anything? No doubt, everything you understood clearly. Okay, just go through this chapter properly. Okay, this is very important chapter. Okay, and this chapter will also not leave you in organon of medicine, second year, third year, fourth year. Okay, and after that this chapter will also not leave you in your practice. Okay, you selected medicine, now confused what dose I have to give to my patient. Okay, so be careful. Okay, many things, just general factors are given. Okay, about the dose, general factors are given, how generally you can understood. Okay, after that slowly things will come after the long clinical experience. Okay, okay, so should we stop here? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, so we will see tomorrow. And